All right. Welcome, everyone, to RD2L Season 4 Playoffs. I'm
Radiance
City, joined
ban.
by LPNF and Xylem.
Hello, hello.
After quite a long wait, we are finally into game number 1 between Laughing Lizards and Team Clean.
Dyer's ban.
So, Laughing Lizards, we spoke with Leprechaun X earlier, the captain of that team. He says that he's got a couple strats that have been really paying off for them,
10
and
seconds
if
to
Team
go.
Clean hasn't scouted them out, they can probably give them a good run for their money. Now, on the Team
5
Clean
seconds.
side, they've got Sasquatch, a solid StarCraft player who happens
Reserve
to play Dota
time.
as a hobby, because apparently it's a lot easier.
Radiance ban.
Any other thoughts?
I just think this is going to be a great game. Like you said, we talked to both teams, both pretty confident, it seems like, coming into this game. So I think
Yeah.
both captains are ready to go. They both seemed like they also did a little bit of research, which is always nice to see.
10 seconds to go.
We see, to talk about the bans really quick, we see the Centaur
5
ban out
seconds.
round 1 by Laughing Lizards, which I don't think is super common.
Reserve time.
No, but it's fair. He's a very good hero right now.
Dyer's
Quick question, which
ban.
one of these is the Dyer?
The bottom
The
is
top.
usually the Dire.
So Team
No.
Clean, the Dyer banned a Lycan. That's interesting.
Yes.
That
So this
suggests
has
to me
been-
they really don't want to pick it.
This has been happening a lot in Chinese Dota
10 seconds to
during
go.
whatever that tournament that's been going on since the summit finished.
5
WTC.
seconds.
Yeah, maybe. I don't actually know
Radiance
because I don't
pick.
care.
Look at this. We
about
got a
tournament
Brewmaster
bans.
ban.
We've seen that hero getting a lot more play recently.
That's true.
Dyer's pick.
I think a first ban is kind of dependent on you knowing that they have somebody who's good with it. It's a hero that plays differently, so you have to be good at it specifically. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for amateur games, for amateur games like this, I completely agree. That's a scouting ban.
And we see the AA ban, very, very common ban. The Marana pickup by Team
Dyer's
Clean,
pick.
followed by the Bristleback pickup by Laughing Lizards. The Marana pickup is pretty common. Her ultimate gives so much flexibility to your team. Her arrow, again, Sing Sing. If you hit arrow, you win game. So
It's big value here. It's kind of a pass as a pick. It's just a hero, you can do anything with it, and then you're putting the pressure on them a little bit to make picks that might reveal something. Morana, you have a lot of options.
10 seconds to go.
You have all the options.
So you've
Wait.
revealed nothing about your strategy.
you know what's interesting here,
5
though?
seconds.
Laughing Lizards picked up the Bristleback, and I don't think they're going to want to pick the Bane here. Yes, they pick up the Lich, and if Marana,
Radiance
Team
pick.
Clean could go with the Bane here, which would be a fantastic hero to hold down Bristleback, and combine that with the fact that Lich has no stun.
Shadow Demon is a solid choice too. The Soul
Shadow Demon's
Catcher is a pretty good counter to the Bristleback back.
That is a much harder combo to hit, though. The disruption timing, you have to really know the velocity of the arrow.
10
And
seconds to
Bane,
go.
and Bane gives you a little bit more flexibility as far as like,
5
tankiness and
seconds.
damage coming out of your hero. Like, Shadow Demon isn't going to do a whole lot of damage early, whereas if you go with Marana Bane,
Reserve
I think you can
time.
be a little more aggressive in your...
I mean,
You're
I think
right.
if you don't know what you're going against, Shadow Demon is better just in general because he's also offers a defensive option, which is extremely hard to get.
That's true.
But then again, Laughing Lizards, I mean, there's no like Bat Rider or anything you would really want to use it on, so I don't know. They can go either way.
I mean, we're one pick in.
Well,
Shadow
there you go.
Demon.
That answers
Suck
the
it.
question.
Radiance ban.
Great hero, and it's always fun to see really skilled Shadow Demon players because they end up doing things with disruption that you just don't almost expect. And there's the Meepo ban followed by the Wraith King ban.
Radiance ban.
Both teams have a Meepo player. Wraith King has been solidly in the meta recently.
So
He loves to play him.
we played against Laughing Lizards during the regular season, and they did pick Meepo, and they did pick this kind of Bristle Lich lineup.
10
But they were
seconds
different
to go.
games, so this might not be their Meepo strat if they have certain set things they like to
5
do.
seconds.
Yes. They banned the Disruptor. This is
Dyer's
interesting.
ban.
We've seen him being picked up a little bit more recently. Nothing's really changed with him, right? I don't. They changed the Ag Scepter for his ultimate, and that's about it, right?
I think there was some kind of like a cooldown buff to
10
his
seconds
wall,
to go.
maybe. But in general, team fighting
5
is starting to get
seconds.
more popular. But he's not actually that good at anything else.
Reserve
Hey guys, I will be
time.
right back. Can you keep covering the draft?
Absolutely.
Laughing Lizards taking the time on the second ban. The problem here is that there's no obvious route for them to go. Viper. Okay, that's nice. Viper's pretty good against Bristle. And an immediate Wisp pickup.
Radiant's pick.
Okay. So I watched a really impressive game by Team Queen that had the classic Tiny Wisp combo. Sasquatch had a Ags Manta at 24 minutes, I believe. It was terrifying.
Hold up. I think Laughing Lizards did this to
10
us.
seconds to go.
It was like a Lich Bristle off lane, Ricky Wisp
5
mid,
seconds.
and then like a Windrunner safe lane.
Dude, Ricky Wisp mid is a very, very strong
Reserve
strategy.
time.
So I wonder if that's just what they're going for again. Silence would be pretty good
I
against
mean-
both these heroes already. Because Mirana, usually in Mirana you will get a BKB, but it'll be like delayed. You'll get a couple mid-tier items first. And you can't escape from the cloud using the leap.
Yeah.
And obviously it's great against Shadow Demon because he's helpless. So, I don't know. They might be going for that Ricky again. Curious if Team Clean knows about this particular setup.
It seems a little. Well, I don't know. Laughing Lizards could still do a lot of things with this Wisp. That's the nice thing about having Bristleback is you could run Bristleback in a dual lane, or you could just throw him in an off lane and pick up a Sven or a
Dyer's
Tiny
pick.
or anything like that. So
Well, with a Lich also in the lane, it's just pretty dangerous at that point. You can get kills possibly with a Bristle Lich dual lane. Although running into a Veno Shadow Demon Mirana is starting to get kind of difficult for them also.
yes, the Venomancer is an interesting pickup. What do you think about this? Because I feel like a lot of times this hero doesn't provide as much as you'd hope from a support.
As far as
10
laning
seconds
goes,
to
he's
go.
good against the Bristleback. Because if you're running an off-lane Bristle, his
5
only
seconds.
escape is being tanky, so it's very hard for him to get away from the Venomous Gale. Like, against
Reserve
Darkseer,
time.
it does nothing. Against Mirana, it does nothing. Against Bristle Spirit, or what? And against Bristleback, it's pretty good. So I imagine that's what they're thinking. If you hit the Lich, if they're predicting the dual offlane, you hit the Lich with the Gale, he's dead. If you hit the Bristleback with the Gale, you have a shot at killing him. I don't know if it's necessary given the Disruption Arrow combo, but there you go.
Yeah.
I also think that Plague Wards are just a really strong spell.
They
Yeah,
are.
they kind of,
Like,
they have a
give
lot of
you
utility coming out of
Yeah.
their sports right now. Vision, saves, initiation, a lot of
Yeah,
damage if
but-
the Venomancer gets this thing off.
They have
Push,
a lot of
counter
damage.
push.
They don't have a lot of lockdown.
They have a Purge, they have an Arrow, they have a Disrupt, they have non-traditional, harder to use lockdown, but they still can work
Actually.
well in a team fight.
I say
They do
that,
have a
but
ton of
Laughing Lizards has
slows.
literally no lockdown.
Yeah, actually both teams really going very slow heavy. We have Tether
Yeah.
slow, Frostbest slow, Viscous Nasal Goo.
These are fighting
then the,
lineups right here. I like it.
Wind Ranger at your service.
Oh my god, they
Wind
did last pick
Ranger.
Ricky.
Radiant's pick.
I
This was
I
the
think
thing.
you're right.
They did that in the other game. This is crazy.
The Wind Ranger is interesting. Do you think this is going to be a mid Wind Ranger?
It's gonna be a solo safe Wind Ranger.
Okay.
I mean, Leprechaun X straight up said in the interview that they've got a pocket strat that they've used every time, and it's worked every time, basically.
Yeah, I mean they beat us very
10 seconds to
soundly
go.
in game 2 of our series with them using this strategy.
I
5
guess it's not
seconds.
even a pocket strat, like, it's a known strat,
It's just what they do.
Yeah.
which
Reserve time.
is a really strong thing. Like,
Yep.
if you've got a slightly strange lineup that is very good in the hands of your players, that's a great thing to have in an amateur game like this.
Huh. So we've
Dyer's
seen a Nature's
ban.
Prophet pickup. This. I mean,
They
they don't
are
have a lot of
really
anti-push,
squishy.
so they have
Yeah,
Wind
it's kind of
Rangers.
cute also because unless Wind Ranger is there, they can't keep him from teleporting out. They have no other stunts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. But once if they go with the Ricky, they can just drop the cloud and blow him up.
Yeah, but they don't know about the Ricky yet, and they're probably not
10
predicting it
seconds to
because
go.
it's kind of uncommon. And we see a Razor Band from Laughing Lizards,
5 seconds.
which,
There's a good Ricky counter because you can link him and then just follow him.
yeah, but he's not ideal against a dual lane.
Reserve time.
Razor is still really good. I would not want to go up against him mid.
That's true. I guess they're relying a lot on getting the actual
It's
farm
Tiny
on the
Man.
Ricky.
There you go. So they think it's going to be a
Dyer's
tiny.
pick.
And is it going to be a Ricky? I'm waiting. I hope so.
Ricky.
And it
Yes!
is.
You called it. Way to
Oh,
go,
man.
Elton,
Radiant's
you know?
pick.
Well, yeah. They did this to us in like week 6, and they just beat the living daylights out of us. So it was not a close game. I mean, because dual mid is a lot of players are not used to it.
Well,
Yeah.
And dual
No.
mid with IO Ricky, like
The thing
Ricky's
here-
backstab is so good at denying creeps.
If they can like sniff this out, Shadow Demon Mirana is a great dual lane. So if they send those two mid
10
to counter,
seconds to go.
Wisp is just going to die and die and die. So the question is whether they can
5
predict that
seconds.
this is going to happen and whether they can shift quickly enough to deal with it.
Yeah, I mean,
Reserve time.
I'm going to harp on the doing something weird in amateur games thing again. Seriously, like, there have been plenty of games
seconds
where
to
I've
go.
just been in a laning situation where it's like, I don't know
5
what
seconds.
this lane that I'm going up against is supposed to accomplish, and then all of a sudden they just
That's
kill
a good
me
pick.
because they do things that I don't understand that you could pull off.
So I think that it would be very wise of them to do the Mirana Shadow Demon mid and the Silencer Venomancer in a defensive dual lane, but we'll see what they
I mean,
decide to do.
from Team Clean's perspective, I'm pretty sure they're expecting a Wind Ranger mid.
Mhm.
So they're just going to feel safe sending up Silencer there. Run a tri-lane and say, okay, we'll just hold out the Bristle that way. They'll have a tri-lane top protecting the Ricky, but instead it'll be a little bit different. It's going to be, the pressure's going to be on Clean, I think, to make a couple rotations to figure out how they want to, what kind of counterplay they want to be doing here.
Yep. It's going to be difficult. We'll see what they do. Who's going to be playing the Wisp? Wait, we know.
From a conversation earlier, it sounded to
10
me like
seconds to go.
Elihu is their mid player, and he's on the Mirana. So it looks like they're going to safe lane the Silencer. Well, I don't know, maybe they are going to dual lane.
They changed the fonts. All right,
fonts.
so
Better get
here we
ready.
go. In the on for the Dire, we have Leprechaun X, the captain, playing the Bristleback. We have, who is this? Ariza playing the Wisps with S Killer on the Ricky. I assume they're both going to be mid. We have Magix playing the Wind Ranger and Doobs playing the Lich.
Meantime, on the Radiant, we have Farkinator playing the Shadow Demon. On the other support, we have Sasquatch on the Wait, okay, never mind. We have Sasquatch on the Venomancer, CCC on the Silencer, Redondo playing Nature's Prophet, and Elihu on the Mirana. And to me, it looks like we might be seeing a carry Veno here.
Yeah, I mean, Sasquatch is the professional or semi-pro StarCraft player that is their best player. So, I mean, they admit it. They're like, we need Sasquatch. So,
And I gotta say, if that's the case, I don't know if I like it. I would rather see the Silencer carry.
yeah. But on the other hand, if you get that Venomancer rolling, it can be a scary thing.
And the problem is he's still going to be squishy, and he's going to have a rough time against Ricky if they go on him. I mean, so Silencer, but he can help from far away.
Well, he's going
I
to
don't
go fast mech, I assume, which will help him a little bit in the squishy department. Oh, and can you two turn on your always on in Dota 2?
I did.
Oh, I don't see your
Happening
mic
there.
illuminating.
I see my mic illuminating.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe it's working.
Can you hear me
I
in
think
game?
you might have mute co-casters on,
Oh,
Pity.
okay. Well, that's good. I meant to do
which is good, and I think we're fine.
that. Okay. So this is going to be really interesting. We're going to have, I assume, the Rookie Wisp matchup mid, which LPNF has well predicted against. Is it going to be Sasquatch mid on the Venomancer, or are they going to go mid with someone else with CCC?
But it's. I gathered from the conversation we had with him that Elihu is their mid player, so it could be a Shadow Demon Mirana mid, which would be really good if they know about the Ricky Wisp dual mid incoming.
But we see Shadow
'cause-
Demon going bottom
That's not well.
without
You know,
wards.
they can rotate pretty easily if that's what they feel they need to do. And Elihu will be a little bit tricky to get a kill on, unless they get him like really deep in the cloud. Nope, I'm wrong. It's It's Venomancer mid, looks like.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to run a support silencer, which I don't usually like very much.
Yeah, if you're going to pick Silencer, I think you just need to go whole hog and have him carry, rush the Aghanim. But yeah, if you get rolling a little bit early, he works as a support. Problem is, it's kind of hard to get
30
kills with him
seconds
because
to
he
go.
has literally no disable in early levels. He has okay damage, but I don't know. But if they do get in this try versus try, the Curse of Silence can be very nice.
Ah, and they see the ward go down and get an early D ward.
Although-
That's actually big.
That said, Curse of Silence does almost nothing to Wisp because he has a 40 mana cost on his Tether, does nothing to Bristleback because of 35 mana cost on his Quill Spray, and Lich can just deny.
And
So,
away we go.
I don't know, this is actually like a really great try lane for getting hit by Curse of the Silent.
Oh man,
Got a
this
feeling this is gonna be
tough.
good.
This is gonna be very tough for the clean team here. But Sasquatch, one of the best players in the RD2L, so we'll see how he matches up. Whoa, holy crap, you can zoom out really... Guys, zoom out.
Wow. That's a lot of
That's
zoom.
awesome.
Looks like Baldur's Gate.
All right, so now that is fantastic. It was
How do
worth
you-
it, guys. Update worth it.
How do you return to the default?
I don't know.
You,
I think if you just kind of zoom in, it
you
locks
scroll
to
the
it.
other way.
Is it all the way in? Okay.
I think it's all the way, because if I
Holy
go out
crap,
one, it
that's
doesn't look
amazing
right.
for casting.
That's going to make team fights a lot more interesting to
Oh,
watch.
yes. Thank you, Valve. Okay. So let's take a look at the last hits. 1-1. There's well, what am I saying? It's 55 seconds into the game. There's no last hits happening really yet. But this bottom lane is going to be Elihu on the Mirana and Farkinator on the Shadow Demon versus the duel of Leprechaun X and who's playing? Dubes is playing the Lich. This... Oh, actually, it's a tri lane. I'm sorry. Of course, the Silencer is pulling. So I assume that this should go the way of clean, but I'm not sure. What do you guys think?
If they can get a Shadow Demon Arrow combo before you get too many levels up on the Bristleback, that'll be okay. But if Bristleback gets up to like, level 3 or something, then they might not be able to kill him anymore. If he can escape from that combo, then that's a lot of their danger in the lane gone. They kind of need to make something happen if Bristleback isn't going to leave. Oh, wait, Bristleback going for the D ward. They know exactly where he is. Let's see if they want to contest this. They
Zoom
did.
out so I can see the whole battlefield.
They did. I mean, they were busy last hitting under the tower.
All right, let's take a look mid real quick. It looks like Sasquatch is having a little bit of trouble here. He's throwing down the wards to try to get these last hits. He's at 4, but the Ricky's at 10, so he's doing nothing to shut him down, which is expected, honestly.
I mean, ever since the last round of Venomancer nerfs, his attack damage is very bad. He hits a Basilius, and he's still only doing 55 damage. So he's going to have a lot of trouble with the backstat-baited attacks of Skiller.
If he can micro the wards really well, though, I think that those can be pretty effective in putting him in good positions to get his last
No,
hits.
he probably plays Zerg.
He does play. That's true. Maybe just A-click.
Yeah. So, Sasquatch, actually, if he can get a good amount of wards on the high ground, which is exactly what he's doing, out of range of that tower, now he has a lot better control of the high ground. And we see his last hits spiking up. He's at 10 right now. Killers jumps in on him. The overcharge of Wisp is going to be really annoying, but that slow is going to keep him out, I think. Yes, it does. And so he stays alive. No problem. But Killer's going to be back to full health because he has a Wisp
Yeah, I
on
think
his team.
Sasquatch needs to go bottle here. I guess he has different plans. He's up 700 gold and he hasn't bought it. Courier is available. So
Midas Gaming.
I guess he's just going to start... I would be shocked if he goes Midas on Venom.
Nope, he just picked up the bottle.
Oh, he did go bottle. Okay.
Yep.
So we have Leprechaun X hiding bottom over here. Yeah, the pings come out. I think they know. And Elihu rotates around, but he did cut through the trees. So but he's not going to be able to get out of here. They're actually going to close on him. The Quill Sprays start coming out, but of course the Soul Catcher hits. CC doing almost no damage. The arrow does hit.
Oh my god.
Oh, and he's
That
going to
is
go down. He's
so
taking a lot of damage.
And he goes down.
Coming out. First blood.
That is unfortunate. That arrow
Very
hits.
nice arrow.
Yes. So,
Initiation going mid. Wisp is low, but he's going to be able to walk away.
Sasquatch now gets those wards up, and I mean, they're what's winning him, not winning him, but keeping him up in this mid lane right now. He has 0 denies on that Ricky, but he does have 14 last hits, which is pretty good.
I mean, keeping up in farm again in a 2v1 situation is really good. It's not a big deal that he has no denies. He's doing very well for himself.
Oh, this camera.
Top lane,
Here's what's happening
which we haven't
to
looked at,
bottom
it's
tower.
looking pretty even right now. The thing that I thought was interesting, Redondo started with boots. Obviously, he was expecting to go up against the tri lane. And it looks like Magix didn't really pressure him that much because he's only used 2 out of 4 tangos and he had no salve. So now he has phase boots. He's all good to go. And I think this lane's just going to be them trading farm unless we get a nice shackle.
Indeed, and I think this favors Nature's Prophet. If you get a little bit of farm on him, he's just going to become a big problem for the other team. They don't have a lot of counter push, so if you can get online, that's going to be really helpful. And actually, they need him to be a damage dealer as well.
Yeah, I'm curious what they're going to do because when they played this against us, Windrunner just rushed an Orchid, actually. But I don't know if that's just because that's what they like or if they felt that they needed that against our lineup. But I'm not sure if they're going to do it again or not.
Mid, we see the smoke up
Dire's
support
bottom
waiting for a
tower's
kill,
getting
and
the
actually,
business.
Killers is going to walk out, so they could get a disruption here. The tether is down, so now will be the time, and they do move. Oh, nope, they rotate back. The smoke wears off. There are no wards,
He
so you
got
can't see
revealed.
them.
One of them is still smoked. Now the smoke wears off.
Yeah, they need to go up through the trees and wrap around. It's really hard to come in from that angle because there's so much vision given by the tower. But no, they could dive right now. They have a
could
couple
dive
creeps
through
coming in.
and here they go. Who are they going to go on? They're going to start getting the stacks up on Killers. The Wrath of Nature comes through. Oh, that's going to be a lot of damage coming out. Oh, the TP in by the tree. That's going to be a double kill, I bet. Killers goes down. Wisp goes down, and that's 3 dead. There's actually another kill bottom. They actually get the Bristleback at the same time, so that's 4-0 for clean.
Yeah, Bristle got arrowed.
Dire's mid tower could use
Nice
a little
rotation
help.
from Redondo, securing the kills. He just rushes back to top lane with the phase boots. Actually,
Dire's
if you look at him, he's
mid-tower's
maxing
having
the teleport.
Technical difficulties.
Denied.
That's
Map
pretty interesting.
presence. I guess if you know that it's a single lane, you don't need to max your Nature's Call because you're not really going to use it early, right?
You can use it to harass the other guy, but I guess he feels like it's not worthwhile
Dire's
against
mid-tower
Windrunner.
won't last much longer.
And I think he's right about that.
I don't know, it could work, but on the other hand, getting the max teleport is also
Dire's
very nice.
mid-tower could use a little
I've never
help.
tried it
Just gonna
myself.
force
so I
down this
can't really
tower.
say.
A lot of damage coming out from him on this tower, and actually it's definitely going to be deniable pretty soon. He actually
You've
pulled
got
back
an
all of his
initiation top.
wards. Very smart. I missed it.
On
Yeah.
delivery.
It happened in like 2 seconds.
Did they hit a shackle?
Windrunner got a shackle off, and then
Dire's mid-tower's
Blinken
nothing now.
plus tether.
So Sasquatch does get the mid tower down. Meanwhile, they're going on Leprechaun again, and he goes down to the, I assume, an arrow combo with a Starstorm.
Did he shouldn't, I don't know, he shouldn't be dying like that if he doesn't get disrupted. I
He might have
guess.
gotten disrupted.
Well, it's not on cooldown.
It looks like Killer's going to try to go on Redondo here, but they're afraid of the tower, which they should be. Arisa's treed in, but he eats out. Does he have a Quelling Blade? No, he uses his last tango.
He had one last tango, which is enough to get him out of vision of the Wrath of Nature.
So I'm a little bit scared for Clean right now. Once the Wisp gets his level 6, they're just going to be able to start really controlling the map. And that's funny to say against a Furion, but
The
this
Dire
Wisp
best
Ricky
do
is gonna
something
work.
about that bottom tower.
But it's kind of funny, because right now any shackle shot can lead to a relocate gank.
Yes.
So, I guess Magix is just going to be out fishing for shackles.
They do go on Redondo here. They're going to be able to get him. He just TPs, and there's no...
Where's the silence? Oh,
so
not quite
close.
there. It was on cooldown. One hit away.
Dubes was
The
so close
Dire
to
might
being in
wanna
range for
mine
his
that top
Frost
tower.
Blast. They're going to try to get a tower. Actually, no, what am I saying? They're Dire. Whoa. They rotate the rookie top. What do you think about this? Switching up your... moving out of the mid lane. They have to?
Well, I think they've got Windrunner off to a comfortable start. Windrunner is
Against
more
mid-towers
escapable
getting
against
banged up.
Venomancer ganks. And they want to make sure... Thing is, this way, they can't send Nature's Prophet up here to farm. I don't know if they know about the max teleport, but he's not jungle as he should be able to at this point.
Oh, Killer goes on a CC here, and he gets him.
Silence.
Oh, this is
Yeah, so
crazy.
I like
If Wrath
this.
of Nature
They're-
comes
they're-
through, he could go down.
They're kind of using this to... Oh, there it goes. He was invisible, though. They're kind of using this to eliminate the possibility of farm on the top lane. Because they're not getting anything on bot, so they want to make sure that Lizards can't get anything on top.
This is
I mean,
interesting.
excuse me, that Clean can't get anything on top.
So you actually can't zoom in any further than than fully zoomed in anymore as a spectator.
But you can use that follow thing.
You can follow, but you can't zoom in.
Right.
So Sasquatch, how's he doing? He's got about 2,000 gold in the bank. He's got his bottle, and he's got boots, and he's got his ring up. So what do you think he's going to go here? Do you think he's going to go for the Aghanim Scepter immediately, or do you think he's going to go for something else?
Wait, Sasquatch?
Yeah.
I kind of think they should go mech, because they're not going Midas on Mirana. So they need to have something to help attack it early if that's their plan. Oh, never mind. Sasquatch and Midas.
And
So-
there's going to be a Midas coming out on the Nature's Prophet in
Yeah,
like one
pretty
creek
soon.
camp.
Well, you
So
know,
I
if
guess
you're-
Mirana is just going to be carrying the burden here.
if you're ahead like this, you may as well, because I don't think they feel a lot of pressure from this Wisp Ricky right now. So, I think there could be pressure coming their way, but they don't feel it right now. So they can feel free to get these Midases up and try to just get more ahead.
Yeah, I don't know about Midas on Veno. I guess if you want to actually carry with him, it's good, because he doesn't really farm that well otherwise.
Yeah.
So it lets him kind of keep up with these other heroes. On the other hand, it's not like Lizards have really strong farmers either. None of these guys like build Battle Furies or can rush between camps or anything, so...
If we take a quick look at the net worth, Mirana is on the top with 4,000, but followed by Veno and Furion are number 2 and 3. So they have 1, 2, 3 locked down for net worth right now.
Yeah, and then 3 semi-carries against... I don't know, 2 semi-carries or 1 semi-carry and a hard carry. I don't know what you think about Ricky. So they're doing pretty well so far. I guess it justifies kind of settling on the Midases if they don't feel safe pushing, which is difficult, I guess, against Windrunner and against the armor on buildings that Lich can give you. Then you might as well try
Also,
to...
Bristleback.
He's not so good against counter pushing. He's more of a team fighter.
He's hard to push into at this point in the
Sasquatch
game.
is
I
going to
feel
go on
like.
Magic's top here. He's taking tower damage, though. He needs to juggle that, and he does
Ooh.
not. He goes down.
Antidote.
He took
You were still
just a lot of
alive.
tower
The
damage,
best
basically.
do something
They're
about that
pinging
bottom
for
tower.
TPN though from Treant,
Nature
but
comes through. He
Oh.
does not
Prophet.
hit.
But he gets picked off by the Ricky. That's
Wow.
too bad.
So I mean, one thing that Lizards has going for them is everybody on the clean side is super squishy.
Radiant's mid tower
Like
could use
if
a
Ricky
hand.
can go on, Ricky is going to kill somebody.
Yeah, I think the Veno Midas kind of gave them an opportunity here. The Veno is not going to be that strong for a long time
Yeah.
now, because normally
Yeah.
he gets mech, so you can like mech up, protect yourself, but now he's just a squishy little lizard with a Midas.
Agreed.
Or
Things coming out in killers. I think they're afraid that they're going to get ganked right there, but nope. Doesn't seem like the.
all right,
CC
Veno
gonna
profit
get
push coming in top. See how this goes for them.
Sasquatch taking a lot of damage again. Pings come out on him. Relocate's coming in.
Oh, here
They're gonna
comes
be able to
Ricky.
get him. Ricky's going to jump in immediately. The cloud comes down. Sasquatch is going to go down.
Dire's
No
top
cloud.
tower's getting
He
beat
does get his
down.
ultimate off, but it's not going to
You,
matter.
my friend, got owned.
But actually, Redondo's rotating around. CCC's there. He does not have his ultimate yet. He's only level 5. Ricky hanging around in the back line. I think looking for a
No
kill.
sentries available for clean, and Skiller can just sit here and watch them.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
Yeah, he's just kind of hanging around back there waiting to get a kill.
Dire's
We
top
see the TPs
tower.
come in, so
You
it's
know
going
the
to be
drill.
4v1. 2 Dubes is into the picture now. We see a pause come out. Wisp did
Puppy
have to relocate out.
paws. So with that, we
We're
are
having some
at-
Zoom problems.
So we're at 5-5 right now at 14 or 13 minutes into the game. We've had a good momentum shift back towards Laughing Lizards, but who do you think is in the lead right now?
It's hard to say.
Them
I
dire
really am
buildings are
afraid
tough
of
as
this Ricky
nails for
Wisp
now.
combo. I think
Dire's
that
top
Clean
tower,
had a bigger
you know the
advantage
drill.
and they didn't really take advantage of it. So we see the ultimate from Redondo coming out. Leprechaun takes a ton of damage. He's gonna be able to. He gets his back turn finally, but only at a quarter health.
5 in a row.
One
How
goes down to
about
the Ricky,
that?
but the Ricky's gonna die as well. Ricky
Exposed
goes down. Elahu
the
taking a lot of
elements.
damage, but Dobbs is the only one left defending his poor tower. Finally, we see the Wisp and Magic's coming in on the Windrunner. They do get a shackle shot off from Redondo, but it doesn't latch, but he might go down anyways. His power shot takes him down. Meanwhile, the top tower goes down. Wisp dies at the top as well. 3 for 1. But will they be able to get Elihu here? The Wisp balls are going to start hitting, but they do not get the shackle.
Guess what's happening to
Barkinator,
Dire's bottom tower?
You are off on your own, my friend. I don't think they saw him.
What just happened?
They just like walked
Dire's
past each
bottom
other
tower's
twice.
getting the business.
That is some jukes right there.
So that definitely favored Clean right there. I guess it was 3-2 exchange. We do have a double damage available, but great fight by them to take
Dire's
underneath
bottom
the Dire
tower's
tower.
getting the business.
Relocate bottom.
Radiant's
Redondo's
top
going to be in
tower's
trouble
in
here.
bad
We
shape.
see Leprechaun next to me. The shackle does latch.
Somebody's on a roll.
Goes down immediately. Sasquatch has to
Take
run
my
away.
advice.
They really need to get a level 6 in the silence.
Dire's bottom tower's been disowned.
Why? Who's pinging out? He wants to arrow. He does arrow. Arrow misses.
Radiant's top tower's taking hits.
So it's 9-8 right now. Let's take a look at last hits knives. Doesn't really matter.
Radiant's
Pretty
top
even.
tower's hurting.
Take a look at the XP graph. About 4,000 XP advantage for LL right now, and about
The Radiant got one
5,000
less top
gold
tower.
advantage for Clean. So that's kind of interesting. Clean doing a little bit better job of farming, whereas LL doing a better job of staying split up.
Okay, sorry, I was muted myself for a bit there. But Magic's just got an uncontested full duration ult off on the tower top. This is what happened there.
Ah, okay. I was wondering why it just went up.
Wind Ranger going for the Maelstrom as a first item. That's an interesting
Oh,
choice.
Farkinator's in a lot of trouble. Ricky just... Oh, he gets disrupted, I guess? It's not going to matter. He gets the dust off, though, so they can see Ricky. The Graph of Nature comes through.
Let's see if we get the arrow follow-up. It
Arrow
misses. But the
He's
dust
gonna-
is still alive.
Might die
Still, it's
anyways.
gonna
He
go
does
down.
die. Redondo TP's in. That's going to be 2 down as Lich goes down as well. So, good job at Shadow Demon to create a little bit of time.
Zion was just talking about the Maelstrom on Wind Ranger. It's actually very good now. The change to Focus Fire, you can now ult that and get full effect from your orbs. So the max
Oh,
attack
okay.
speed is really good
Okay.
for getting lightning procs.
Ah.
And then again, I mean, and then without the ult, Windrunner has very bad attack speed. So that's a nice way to get that up as well.
Apparently, the zoom is breaking other people's things. Which is sad. Because I love the new zoom. It makes broadcasting awesome.
Not so great for playing, though.
Apparently not.
And so Team Clean right now, and the game's been kind of scrappy so far. You know, kills back and forth, little team fights breaking out all over the map. So right now, I think Team Clean, they're really seeing a lot of benefit from going double Midas. Since they're not getting pushed really,
Alright,
they're not getting
carry on.
5-manned, so they can just keep using those Midases, keep getting the farm up. All 3 of their cores are sitting pretty near the top of the charts here, behind Gig'em. But
And this is interesting. We see that their 2 Midas carriers are not actually the highest worth people on their team, though. The Mirana is higher worth with her farm bottom, so they really need these Midases to kick in for them in order to make it worth it.
Well, so the Mirana is just having a particularly good game. She's had, I think, 4 kills on
Yeah.
Bristleback at this point.
she has 4 kills, no
yes.
deaths. She's actually behind on last hits compared to the Midas carriers.
Guess what's happening to Dire's bottom tower?
Yeah, so I mean, the Midas carriers are doing work properly. It's just so happens that Mirana is having a ridiculous game.
Well, the Redondos died a fair bit.
Also
Sasquatch has died a little bit, so they're keeping their farm up, but they're not seeing as much success as they would like out in the field. But the Midases are letting them stay in it.
So we see, what level is Shadow Demon now? Shadow Demon is level 8, so he's doing pretty well. He's got his Arcane Boots up, which is what you want to see on a Shadow Demon. We see 3 versus 4 forming up mid. Actually, no, looks like Leprechaun is in position. He's level 9. He has his Vanguard up. That's an interesting pickup. Pretty good on Bristleback.
Bristleback is one of like 3 or 4 heroes who can get Vanguard and have it be good.
Bottom tower.
Given the circumstances, I feel like Mech might have been better. They have not a whole lot to disable him from using the Mech, so it's not like he has to be that worried about getting bursted down. And they're not going to be able to get one until the game stabilizes.
You see the fight about to happen. You see all the wards laying down. Leprechaun X is trying to get out enough Quill Sprays to make these guys back.
And Skigum gets the bottom tower using his ult.
Disruptor, I think, is wanting to hit a disruption here. Shackle does not latch. Leprechaun X is out pretty far. He's in trouble. He gets treed in. The silence comes out finally, but that's going to be a disruption that actually helps Dobbs a little bit. He's not getting his ult off, though. Leprechaun X is in trouble. He's taking a lot of damage. Has 2 poison stacks on him. Not enough to kill him. That's going to be the Mirana ultimate to help get them out, I assume, after they finish up. But no, the Wisp is going to get the relocate save.
Dire's mid tower won't last much longer.
He's going to come back here. I wonder if they're going to try to get the kill on him. But no,
They're going to take this tier 2, though.
The Dire couldn't hang on to that mid tower.
And Wisp comes back, but they're not in position to take him out, which, doesn't really matter. A tower is worth it. Killer's in position to make something happen here. He does get the Cloud off. He does cancel the TP from Redondo, so Redondo is probably going to go down here. Oh, never mind. His whole team's there. The Dust comes out. They do see Ricky. Not going to be a relocation save right now. The Shackle hits Elihu, but it's not going to be enough to lash to anything. Killer is going to get out. Big Legend Ultimate comes through. Is it going to be enough damage? I don't think it's going to be. Too many creeps in the way. They split it up. Leprechaun X is throwing out his Quill Sprays everywhere. Looks like Killer... No, Magic's going to get the kill. But the Starstone is able to take him down. 7 in a row. The arrow hits Magic's on the Windrunner. And Leprechaun X might be able to get Redondo here. He does, but he's going to pay for it with his life. And that's going to be... Looks like 3-2. Man, he does lots of damage. And actually, that's 4-2, because I believe Dobbs died in the fight a little earlier there. So it looks like Clean's in control of this game right now.
I think that if Nature's Prophet had lived through that, they'd be looking at a Roche right now. The Treants are able to tank that up quite effectively.
So Sasquatch has picked up the mechanism now. I didn't see if he got to use it in that fight.
I like that. It's a Midas into Mech. Solid work. But the Midas is going to be good. I think, I really like Team Clean's situation. They have 3 heroes who are all, decent gankers, decent pushers. They all have good ability to farm with 2 Midases and Starstorm. They're feeling well. They're pushing better. I think everything's kind of going their way. Like, the one weakness in the lineup, I would say, is... Actually, I don't know. I would say bad team fight, but they do have Veno ult and Global Silence. So there's kind of like a well-balanced team who's made it to this point in the game in a decent position. Now they can apply pressure wherever they want.
Yeah, they're definitely in a good position right now. I'd like to see more happening with this Ricky. He's kind of doing a little bit on the, kind of the exterior of these fights, but in order for him to be successful doing that, they need Leprechaun to be able to stand in there with his Bristleback and just take damage. And he's trying to get tankier. You see him picking up the cloak now, trying to get that hood up. But I don't know if it's going to come early enough right now.
Oh, relocate going on butt.
Oh,
we're going to find out Redondo. He's getting backstabbed. Is he getting... No, he won't get away. And they'll get away safely now. Using that relocate and free.
That's what we like to see. They need to do more of that, honestly. That's the strength of their lineup right now. They have a Ricky who right now can do, as we just saw, plenty of damage to take out those heroes.
Yeah. The problem is they need to be able to find solo pickoffs using the relocate, because Killer is going to have a hard time T-fighting until he gets BKB. They're kind of light on disable, so they can't stun targets for him to attack. He's just going to get kited unless he has the BKB. So
Yeah.
he has, 1,300 more gold to farm before they're going to be comfortable going 5-on-5.
Well, he should be able to do that pretty quickly. He has decent farming abilities in the jungle.
I don't know. Team Clean's grouping up to push the top tower right now.
Yes, pings immediately
Radiant's
come on the
mid tower's
knows
coming
that,
apart.
That ward goes down. What's that? The TP in by Redondo. Does he have a D ward? He does. Immediately D wards it.
Keeping that map control, solid stuff. He just goes into farming the ancients.
But they do not have a ward at Roshan, which is gonna be their undoing. And this is what LL really needs. If they can get this Roshan, that's gonna be big. However, the rotation is coming in from Clean. So, but no, they're gonna get it plenty of time.
This is one less appreciated
always
aspect of
stomping around
Bristleback.
the
He's
wall,
very
keep
good
the
against
diet.
Roshan because that minus armor from Goo.
What's
Even
his
if he does
stack
only
to?
have level 1.
Armor loss 1 per stack.
Yeah. Which, builds up pretty quick. It's a short cooldown.
Yeah, that's -4 armor, right? So you can stack up to 4. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, -8 if you can get level 3.
Kind of keeps them from needing a medallion, basically.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, they would be kind of a poor Roshan team.
So that was exactly what they needed. They get the Aegis on Ricky, so now they have a little bit more breathing room. If they take any team fight, Ricky can just go in and try to do as much damage as possible, and they have to, they have to deal with him, but normally they just kill him, and now you just can't.
Yeah, plus he's only about 600 gold from a BKB, so I think they can just farm that up and look to fight. I don't know. This is like one of those situations where I really can't tell who has the late game advantage. Like, I like Clean's mobility in late game with Leap and Nature's Prophet, but I feel like Laughing Lizards will have the damage advantage with Ricky.
Yeah, Ricky just does a ton of damage at the end of the game. He's not the best damage dealer. He's not like Void, who has a nice ultimate to hold everyone in place, but he provides kind of a unique set of issues you have to deal with.
And if Bristle gets a lot of items, it's going to be very hard for them to kill him without any, carries with carry abilities, All these heroes are going to be trying to carry with just items. They have no real steroids.
Yeah.
So with just that, it's going to be real hard to carve through a farmed Bristle. So, I don't know. Lizards, I think both teams can kind of feel confident going into late game. I really don't know. I don't have a good idea of who would have the advantage.
See Redondo with his Midas off cooldown. Come on, my friend.
Redondo. Oh my god, this guy.
He does have his Orchid up, and that's going to be very useful for, I assume, the Bristleback is what he wants to use it for.
No, I don't know. It's probably for Ricky to keep him from going invis. It's
right,
not
right.
that great against Bristle. What you really want against Bristle is a sheep,
Oh no,
because sheep
Redondo,
disables
no.
Bristle.
Ricky immediately goes in. He's dead.
Autumn
He does get the Orchid off, but it doesn't.
It's a silence, but no avail. Yeah, anyway, so what you really want against Bristleback is a sheep stick,
Radiant's bottom
since the
tower
Hex
in a pretty
disables
sight right
the
now.
Bristleback passive.
Yeah, that's true.
So they've kind of foregone the opportunity to get that for a while with the Orchid pickup. So I imagine it's more for the other heroes. It's nice on Bristle because it keeps him casting his spells, but not super good against him.
So let's see. I think we have the advantage for LL right now. It seems like they have started to take a little bit of control of this game with their Ricky
Trouble
Wisp.
brewing at
And
Radiant's
they're not,
bottom tower.
honestly, it sounds they're just not dying as much anymore. They're getting the pickoffs from Redondo, and they're not feeding.
Yeah, they've kind of stabilized in our situation, and the longer this goes on, Venomancer is going to start to fall off pretty hard. I mean, it's good that he got the mech, but they haven't really... They pushed, what, 1 tower since he got it? So, unless they get a tower pretty soon, he's going to start regretting he didn't get a Yasha or something.
He does have 3,500 gold, so he's getting something soon.
Oh,
Radiance
that's true. Radiance would be interesting.
Weird.
would be very strange after a Midas, but you know.
We got some shenanigans going on top. Leprechaun decides to show mercy on CCC as he 4 staffs away. They all just back off. Well, Leprechaun has literally 0 mana.
Radiant's mid tower
mean,
could
no.
use a hand.
He has 15 mana, excuse me.
18.
We
Well,
really,
it's
21.
15.
oh, the arrow does.
No
The arrow
breaking
hits
down the
Ariza. That's
radiant
a big
structures
arrow.
like
They're gonna
this.
get him. He's gonna go down.
8 in a row.
Explodes.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Big arrow. They haven't had one of those in a while, and that gives them a little bit of opportunity. think they should try to rotate hard into a lane and see if they can get some tower damage somewhere.
It is interesting. If you take a look at the gold and experience graphs, the gold is still in favor of clean, no problem, about 7,500, whereas the experience is still 5,000 in favor of LL. So
That's really weird, especially considering clean has the Midases, which are not only good for gold, they're really good for XP.
yeah.
It's not like they've been 5-manning the whole time. I'm actually kind of surprised.
Yeah, I guess Killer or LL is just doing a really good job of staying spread out and maximizing their efficiency.
I've been informed by our viewers that the Hex does not actually disable Bristleback. So, sorry for saying that.
I thought it did.
I thought it did too, but I guess it got patched. I don't know, maybe the
Well-
viewer was wrong.
Thank you, viewers. I'm glad that somebody's actually watching us.
No, that actually might be true. I feel like there was some post on Reddit recently where someone was complaining about the fact that they made that change.
I don't know. I feel like Bristleback's been on the nerf end of the spectrum recently. I would kind of.
Oh, the relocate's coming in. They're going to go on Elihu.
But-
It's going to be 4 here, but this could backfire on them, no question. They're going to have
Elihu
to
got
run out
away
here.
easy.
Oh, they do just explode the Shadow Dagger now. Out of position.
Oh, whoa.
Falconator's had some good plays, but he's having a pretty rough game.
I mean, being a
Radiant's
squishy
bottom
support
tower's
without a
seen
lot of
better
farm
days.
is just no fun against Ricky.
Yeah.
He's also gonna have. What is he? Does he have any items at all? He's working on a 4-staff, so that'll really help him. But until then, it's just wards,
Radiant's
wards,
mid
and
tower's getting banged
probably
up.
die every fight. It's a tough world out there for Shadow Demons.
Radiant's mid tower's in
Ricky's able to get
trouble.
mid tower down, so they're finally equalizing, and that's actually a big tower for them to get. Having
Yeah,
that mid tower
and they're
was
also
really-
pushing bot at the same time. If you look at it, Magix has a blink dagger, so we'll see if he decides to take the opportunity to get a nice
That was interesting.
shackle
Did you
shot
see
on
that?
somebody.
When he blinked when he was under wind run, and it left like an imprint of his hero there.
That doesn't sound that interesting.
Whatever. I thought
I don't know. Just tell it like this.
patch was worth it. Man.
All right, so yeah, Blink Wind Ranger. Do you guys like this?
Yes.
I'm a big fan of mobility items on heroes,
I-
period.
I
I
think
mean, the
that
obvious,
they're
the
undervalued.
question is that versus 4-staff.
well, they have no lockdown, right? So Blink allows them to set up those shackles. Hopefully, you know,
Yeah.
ideally,
Yeah, given that, it's pretty useful actually.
because they need it. That's
I
their
think-
only real lockdown.
Yeah, I
Oh.
think that in conjunction with the Ricky Wisp relocate, it's going to get them several kills and be worth it if they
Yeah.
play well.
So Sasquatch
Actually,
has finished his ag scepter.
Yeah, he spent his nest egg. He now has an Aghanim Scepter.
All right, so we see the engagement about to happen bottom. Leprechaun X in the front. Does he have anything? He does finish his hood. It looks like he's going to just go straight pipe.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's nice to be tanky like that in Bristleback. It's going to kind of limit his damage, but it will be useful. Especially given the Aghanim Scepter Venomancer, the pipe's kind of going to be essential.
Agreed.
So it's still going to be 5 versus 3, actually. They're leaving 2 top. Who is top? It's Wisp and
But it's
Ricky.
Wisp Ricky, so, you know, they can come in, no problem. They're going on Leprechaun X. They got the Venomous Gale down, but they don't want to chase. A little bit too tanky right now. They're getting some stacks up on him with the poison.
Yeah.
Kind of working him down. He's getting in pretty deep, and they're starting to use all their spells. He's probably going to go down here.
The Lich Ult
Lich
does
goes
come out.
out.
That's going to be a big ult. And no, he might get out.
Radiant's
They don't
got
have
the
any
Bristleback.
vision.
He does get out.
Oh
Lich
no, they're
Ult-
all right under the tower. Never mind. What am I talking about?
And here comes Killers with his BKB completed, taking
Radiant's
down
top
2.
tower's
So that's
in
gonna be
bad
3
shape.
down now.
Dire's mid tower's having technical
Venomancer
difficulties.
gets IO on the back end. I did not see that.
Probably just tick down.
Yeah.
Dire's
I mean,
mid
Venom's
tower's
I mean,
already
last
dead.
Yeah,
much
Venom is
longer.
dead,
for a
so we
little
certainly
bit.
just tick down.
Well, that was a
So-
great play by LL. Bringing in the Wiki,
Yeah.
the Ricky with the Wisp. That's
They kind of got
Textbook.
bailed out. They didn't have any detection against the Mirana ult, but they were all standing under the towers, so it didn't make a difference.
yeah, that makes it pretty good.
Lich ult did serious work there. That was basically all of their damage that fight. Skiller came in, and by that point, you know, all the guys where he teleported had already get nuked down, so he just ended up running around a little bit, but
Cleaning him up.
good ult by Doobs.
Dude.
Who now has a mech, by the way?
All right. Both teams with their mechs, but Bristleback is... Oh, he finished his pipe that fight, so that's going to be his pipe. That's big. It's going to really help him with the tree ult. With the Venomancer's Gale, obviously, that's another big thing they want to try to mitigate.
Yeah, so I think next out of Leprechaun, probably a strength item or some kind of damage item would be good. Heart would be like the obvious choice. You might want to go for more damage than that. I don't know. We'll see. Oh my god!
Quick points. There's an Aghanim Scepter up on the Wind Ranger. Pretty interesting.
Interesting.
Definitely going for... I would almost call this a hard carry roll at this point. I don't even think this is semi-carry.
This is your modern right-clicking Wind Ranger.
Right, and there's also a gym up on Sasquatch,
Leprechaun,
which may be important.
Big ultimate from Sasquatch. They're going to get the pipe down. Leprechaun is stuck underneath the cloud. Dobby's going to go down here. His ultimate isn't available, so that doesn't really matter. Oh, they're going to kill a silencer. That's big. Redono's trying to do the damage, but the BKB out for killers. That's going to be 2 down. He's going to go on Sasquatch now. He's going to get him with a bash. So the basher is completed. Should be able to miss. He does get Sasquatch, and that's a 3 down. And a jam.
Wow, that is like...
Oh, no, they get it on the courier.
That was a pro play right there.
Plays.
That was interesting, because that was... it's hard to say that Laughing Lizards initiated that fight. Like, they all showed up to where the Bristleback had been caught in the trees.
Right.
But I guess having their whole team converge on a Bristleback is not a bad way to start things off.
Well, now that the Bristleback's got the pipe and the a little bit more tankiness, it takes a little longer to kill him now. They can't just blow him up in 2 seconds.
Radiant's
the second
mid
Killers
tower's
gets
coming
there, they have
apart.
to start really like trying to... And he's got his BKB up now, so the Venoult isn't doing any damage to him. He's
Radiant's mid
very
tower
strong
ain't
now. I
doing
think
so
LL
good.
is in control of this game.
Yeah, and Ricky gonna be getting a Manta style pretty soon. That'll let him get rid of dusts, which in general are very annoying because of the slow against Ricky. So he's a way to get out of that now. How's that net worth chart looking? Ricky with a solid lead.
Yeah.
Then Wind Ranger, and then the 3 cores of Clean, and then the Bristleback. So the Clean guys still all keeping pace with each other, but this is where you start wishing one of those guys was
Radiant's toughened up
a little
their
bit
structures.
more of a carry, you know? I mean, there's still a couple tier 2s up with this fairly early game oriented kind of lineup, and none of these guys can carry that hard in late game.
The arrow's coming through. Oh, it just misses the Ricky. That would have been big.
It was invisible anyway, so.
Yeah, but the hit, they'll know. Leprechaun is caught out, maybe? He does get treated, but he immediately TPs, and they have no way to cancel this.
Yeah, both teams able to make a lot of hay out of the other guy's lack of stuns so far.
Yes.
I feel like
Radiant's
Goldcraft has
tower's
finally
taking
gone the way
hits.
of LL, so they are now in the lead in both respects.
I mean, it's at that point in the game where, like, Backstab is now doing the most damage out of any skill in the game, you know?
Yeah.
We've got a smoke going top, going to come in on this Ricky pretty fast.
They know he's there, but they don't have a disable. Oh, they do get the shutdown though. He might die. He might try to blink. No, he can't blink. He is gonna die.
All right through me.
Secured by Elihu.
Yeah, that Orchid keeping him visible.
Well, they also have a gem up on, I believe, Sasquatch. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot they saved it. So yeah, they need to kind of rush up to that top tower now. Because, I mean, that kill was nice, but they need to get these 2 towers down on the exterior before the game goes too much longer.
That's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to just go top. Ricky's down for 46 seconds, which is a good amount of time. What level is he? He's level 19, so that's why. Sasquatch leading the charge with his massive annoyance of wards. And his level 3 ultimate with Ag Scepter. That's a lot of damage. But Roshan goes down in the meantime. I think soloed by Windrunner. Nope.
No, Bristle was there. And they can still defend. The push wasn't that fast. Well, the tower's going down very quickly.
Wow.
Took them a while to get there, but they just blow away the tower.
Dire's top tower's
Necrobook
gone.
is starting to come up on the Nature's Prophet. It does not have it really, but he's got level 1.
What do you mean by that? Okay.
If you look at this, I think Magix is going to be going for a BKB next. And I really don't know how much damage Aghanim's Windrunner does. Is it like crazy damage?
Well,
good damage?
It removes the penalty for Maelstrom, so now her Maelstrom just like procs all the time, I think, right?
Yeah.
What?
Well, it's full damage is the thing. So, and a 15-second cooldown. So you can hit multiple people in the fight with it. But I just don't know. Max attack speed, I guess, is good. But
No, it just decreases damage reduction. It's not 0.
Yeah,
well, I mean, it's 0 once you're level 16, which she is.
Oh.
because it's a scepter damage reduction. You gotta look at the right lines.
It says... Oh, got it.
But yeah, I mean, she's hitting for 150 at max attack speed, with 1 in 5 of those proccing a 120 chain lightning.
And so
That
she finishes up the
doesn't-
BKB and then goes into a Daedalus. We could be seeing some pretty
That
serious
sounds
damage.
scary, but right now it doesn't sound that scary. Like, it sounds good, but it's not like, oh my god, I
Yep.
can't stand up against this.
They gave her the Aegis, which means I think they're really trying to go with her as the end game carry for the teams.
That's kind of interesting because Windrunner is interesting because she's kind of ultimate reliant to actually carry, which normally is not good for an Aegis carrier. But with the Aegis, or not with the Aegis, with the Aghanims, you only have a 15-second cooldown, so it's still fine.
Yeah.
Like
Also,
Sven is not an
uh,
ideal Aegis carrier. but-
Scotty up on Ricky.
Oh my.
And now going into S and Y, possibly? Because he just picked up the Ogre Club on top of the Yasha.
Yeah,
Yeah,
guess.
I don't see any other reason to get it. So, actually, does not want the Manta. I was deceived by the Ultimate Orb and Yasha earlier.
Yeah.
Scotty's good. It's going to keep these guys from getting away. It goes to the BKBs, which are not really
combine
coming out, but
Scotty with the movement slow of Sanj and Yasha, and it's just no one can escape the Ricky.
if you look at them,
Can we do a quick cosmetic check? Because it looks like teams are just in farming mode. Have we seen anything cool in this game?
I like the Ricky set.
Murana's got that owl mount.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, one of the best mounts for Murana.
Right now.
Other than that, no Murana cosmetic really stands out. Anyway, there's a fight breaking out bot while we're talking about this. It didn't break out. Ended up
They
not breaking out.
disengaged. We can go back to talking about cosmetics, but there's not really much
Let's see.
impressive in this game.
Furion's got kind of a luxury setup here. He's got like the really big shoulders, the big horns. Well, then he has the homeless guy backpack, though.
I
So-
kind of like the backpack. I feel
mean-
like it gives him a rustic edge.
Then he's got these like deluxe shoulders. You know, it looks like he sits at home and buffs
Radiant's
those
top
things.
towers.
I think he's kind of standing. He's got two ideas going on with this set.
One
I don't think he
last top
coordinated
tower
well
for
enough.
the Radiant.
Leprechaun X is getting targeted, but he's going to be able to get away just fine as the Gale misses. And Magix is there to back him up anyway. I say Magix has the Immortal, I believe.
Yep.
Oh, actually, Magix has a
Radiant's bottom
bow
tower's
with
seen
a
better
huge
days.
number of gems. 3 gems, so he's got
Radiant lost one of
500
them
kills,
bottom towers.
320 multi-hero power shots, and 130 double shackles on that.
So he plays Windrunner a lot.
Oh, yeah, so I guess that's why they picked the hero.
While we were talking about that, we got a S&Y fully picked up on the Ricky and a Necro 3 on the purple dude, Nature's Prophet. I always want to call him Treant because he makes treants, and I stutter in the same way that you can't pronounce Disruptor or Shadow Demon. because
Look
he
at
has to spell
Redondo's
this wrong.
Midas. Look at Redondo's Midas. Is he going to get you? There we go. Okay.
Okay.
All right, save in the game,
Redondo.
Redondo.
Warriors of the wood.
Oh man, if all these games are this long, this is gonna kill me.
Yeah, so what's kind of interesting is these are both a little bit unusual late game lineups. So, for all I know, both teams imagine they have the advantage if they just keep farming. I mean, and I wouldn't
Yeah.
be able to tell them any different, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my heart says the Ricky, but maybe, Murana, once she starts to get, she's not close to a butterfly, but there's a butterfly in her future. She does hit a 5-second arrow on Bristleback, but
Yeah, I mean, I feel like
It doesn't matter.
Bristleback built a lot of stuff that doesn't do any damage. Then again, Venomancer went back and has 4,000. Venomancer is just all about these nest eggs. Back up to 4,000 gold again.
he knows
He's
how to
gonna
farm,
go-
but not how to buy.
I think Venom might actually want to go for Scotty too.
That would be a good item to pick up. That Aegis is going down in 30 seconds.
Yeah, so both teams, or at least Clean, manages to stay safe. Keeps Laughing Lizards from taking advantage of the Aegis. Looks like there's Shackle onto a hero who is saved, so no big deal. All right, here's the
He
3,
hasn't been
2,
effective.
1. There goes the Aegis to the Immortal.
I haven't seen a lot out of Silencer this game. He has his, his global, but it hasn't really seemed to matter that much.
Well, they haven't really fought each other in a while, so I wonder if I haven't really been noticing, but maybe they do have plenty of tools to just kind of get on him.
Bottom tower.
I mean, if Skiller can find him out in the cloud, that's a dead Silencer. I guess he does
no,
have Force Staff now, though. Oh, these supports are poor. Wow.
Yep.
Actually, Wisp was not doing too bad for himself. Ogre Club earned Vlad's. But yeah, well, that Silencer's right there. Actually, yeah, I didn't notice. Silencer is like 3,400 gold. So
I'm not used to a pure support Silencer. Like, he's just supporting. Which and that makes
actually,
it very surprising
that's a thing
to
to
me.
notice.
That's very surprising to me that he's got 3,400 gold as a support, because as a support you'd think you'd want to be buying those support items as fast as you can to support your carries. But
Well, they're leaving that to Farkinator, who still does not have a Force Staff. Poor guy.
poor guy.
Well, on the other hand, the Silencer does have a pretty cool mask.
I don't think he's going Force Staff. I think he's going Ags.
Really?
Do you have any indication for that?
Yeah, he would have bought his parts.
Nah, maybe.
Why not
still
buy
think
this?
it's gonna be
Why not
Force
buy the
Staff.
Ring of Regen right now?
So you can buy these support items. Ring Regen's not a big deal. He's just waiting to buy it outright.
Maybe.
Actually, yeah, the Silencer is going to be an interesting thing if the game stays kind of static. If they can get more farm on him, I mean, Silencer, not bad in the late game either. Start getting some
Oh, we didn't look at his
intelligence
cosmetics. Let's
stacks.
take a look. He's got some cosmetics.
The Silent Champion set. Looks pretty sharp.
Yeah, not too bad.
Well, this is
he's
Ricky.
Small. Shadow Demon
Ricky
is
kind of looks
huge.
like he's going to the ball.
He looks a little funny.
So what do you think everybody's plan is here? It seems like Team Clean feels like they're on the back foot. They're kind of sitting around defending these tier 3s.
Well, they just
There's a
lost a few
smoke
fights
up,
in a
though.
row. I think they're worried.
Ricky
lost that- they
almost
lost the one
has
fight really
his
bad.
Abyssal Blade, so that's going to be a pretty big pickup.
Oh no, Farkinator, it's time for you to run. The relocate, the Wisp is sitting there. Are they? This is their chance to kill killers. They need to get the. I would.
Skiller is just going for it. Oh, he gets a bash onto Sasquatch. He doesn't
Well,
have
you get the invis.
enough
That's
damage to deal with
big.
the splash after all.
Do they have a gem? That's the question. Azura's there, or Azira's there. Oh, the ultimate from Sasquatch does come through. The global silence finally goes off. Sasquatch might die here. He does have a mech, but Killer's taking a lot of damage. He's going to go down. They have a BKB up on Wisp, but the Will
Oh,
the Witch
no.
ultimate comes through. Big ultimate. And Redondo's just got to run. He gets out.
Silencer goes down too. In the meantime, to Leprechaun X, they're going to get the gem from that. Leprechaun now has one gem for each eye. Pretty solid. And they're going to start to push a tier 3, I think, and get some buybacks coming
If you look
out.
at that bristle set, I think there's some things in that set that are socketed with gems of True Sight. So he's really just keeping them around for extra.
Yeah, he's got one on his forehead, one
Yeah.
on his hand.
He likes
This
these
guy's
there.
all about the lore. Leprechaun X.
I really like the pickup of the Shiva's Guard by him, by the way.
So if they hustle, yeah, there we go. That's one buyback. I need another one. Magic's can eat towers alive with the ultimate.
Well, I mean, his main
at
damage
that.
item is
Structures
Maelstrom.
must have been
He does
fortified.
good damage. He doesn't do crazy damage, though.
His max attack speed, which is great against targets that can't get away.
I agree, but he's not hitting that hard.
Well, he just did a lot of damage to it. Look at that.
He did a decent amount of damage.
He didn't attack for that long. I still believe in Magic.
Oh, they don't get
Oh,
a
yeah.
shackle because Redondo
Absolutely.
took
He's
down all the trees. But he's
Redondo just gonna. Actually, this Ghost Scepter, 2 saves in a row for that item. Value buy.
is-
Haste.
Oh man.
He's kind of really benefiting from Ricky's decision not to go Diffusal Blade. Oh. Leprechaun, it sounds like he wants to go for the tower. Or Rush.
I'll return the favor.
Dire disown their bottom tower.
Okay.
Let's see. So that fight did not start out too well for LL. They got a lot of stuff. They got targeted on the Ricky with no support, and so the Ricky ended up going down. But they kind of won the fight anyway.
They definitely won the fight. Killing
So,
4 people for your
it's-
Ricky, I think, is worth it.
Starting to look like the
Roche is
game's
done for, thanks to
getting a
the
little
Dire.
bit out of the hand for Team Clean. They didn't really snowball on any of these 3 heroes, and none of these guys are going to carry without a net worth advantage. So they're going to have to start figuring out another way to go about this. What do you think they need to start doing?
Well, they need to get Sasquatch's sheep up. That's going to be... Oh, no, he's going Shivas, excuse me. So they need to get his Shivas up. But I just think that they don't have enough coming out of their team. They have a Marana that's got... I mean, she has a Butterfly Maelstrom Yasha, which is pretty good. But she's still not doing that much damage. You know, she does, like, what, 230,
Dire's
which
top
is
tower.
good. But
You know the drill.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think the Veno pick is starting to bite them in the butt.
Yeah. And actually, he's
Yep.
going to go down here to Magix. Oh, the
Oh,
arrow
he gets
comes
saved.
through. Oh, but they might just kill Sasquatch. The mech comes out. Is Sasquatch going to ult for this? He probably should, but no, they do get Magix. That's big.
New life will make its home among
Very nice response there. Magic's getting a little bit aggressive with the attempted solo pickoff, and they were able to respond very quickly. Very nice arrow from Elihu, picking him off. Is there a gem up on Clean anymore?
They had
The
one
game's going on long
Sasquatch,
enough where they might-
right? And he does not have one anymore.
And it is off cooldown, so they can get a new one if they want.
3 gems. Bristleback only has 1 now. He took a cheese instead of gem number 2.
Where's the other gem? Probably on the bird?
He wants to go
Yes.
for Redondo. Redondo TP's out, but he doesn't have anything to get him. They need a Basher on Leprechaun, I think.
Well,
He
or
does
just accept he can't go for solo pickoffs.
He does have 3,000 gold, so that's pretty good. So mid lane, we see Clean grouping up a little bit here for maybe something. The smoke, actually. And they don't see it, so they're going to go top. The pings come out. They might be able to catch the Wisp. If they're able to catch the Wisp alone, that would be big, because that'll leave Ricky no way to get out. They're rotating through the jungle. Farkinator does not really have anything... They don't really have that much damage. This is like the 2 supports and the like the 3 player. They are going to get Azura, it looks like. But no, the TP in by Redondo is there. of
Ariza
course.
has a BKB?
Yes. They do get Ariza
Oh,
down.
Skiller
Are they
going
going to be
for
able
it.
to get killers here? If they can get killers, that's huge. Redondo's going to go down. Oh no, he trees himself in. Is it going to have a TP? He does, or a jump in. He does not. The silence comes out, and Killer's going to go down. No, he's not.
Skiller, is any of this lethal? I don't know. Leprechaun looking to clean it up.
Oh, and here comes.
Oh,
the
good, nice
Lich
Lich
Ultimate.
coming in. Skiller playing a little bit on the edge, coming in with no health.
They do get.
Yeah,
him.
he goes down.
They get him, but he has the Aegis, so actually that's probably good to see.
Elihu leap on cooldown for a little bit longer. Let's see if they can get him down before it comes up. He's going to TP. Not going to be enough. They get him down with the damage. No stuns needed. Meantime, Skiller cleans up the Shadow Demon. So again, Leprechaun, was Leaping Leprechauns or whatever. Laughing Lizards.
Laughing lizards. You know.
Laughing Lizards getting caught out a little bit, but making the fight work. That IO BKB. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, he had it last fight too, and I was like, "That's a."
I just wasn't looking, I guess, really on top of my game here, as you can see.
I also really like the Vlads that he pulled out.
Yeah, with the 2 melee cores, it's gonna be pretty useful. And,
Yeah.
I mean, just for him, the armor is gonna be nice. There's not, since he has BKB, he doesn't have to worry that much about magic damage anymore. So the armor is gonna be very good for him. All right, so Blizzard's spreading out a little bit, pushing in all the lanes.
think at
Roshan
this
is
point-
down.
At
Who
this
has
point, I
the?
think all they're waiting for is items on their supports. Like their supports are.
Oh, yeah.
poor.
They lost. Well, I don't know. That's gonna take a while. The Aegis did go down last fight, so they're pushing the lanes in. I don't know if they're gonna go for this or not. If they can find a pickoff, they'll definitely go for the high ground. But
They
if
still
clean
have the
play is
cheese.
safe enough, they should be able to prevent that.
Still
Well,
have the
I don't
cheese
know.
on Bristle,
Maybe-
which is good.
Maybe cheese will be enough.
Well, they don't
we
have
got a
any
Hex.
lockdown, so
Yeah. Well, now we have a Hex coming out on Redondo, which is gonna be big because there's no other stuns on anybody. So having the Hex will be a big deal.
Which does not prevent.
Does not disable Bristleback. I don't know who would even say that it does, but
I bet it was Remorse. He really doesn't know what he's doing.
No.
Oh,
yeah. So they're starting to camp out mid. Meantime, Redondo is going to go top into the woods. Yeah.
You know, we
Redondo's
haven't
just
seen
gonna-
him really rat Dota at all this game because he hasn't been able
He
to.
hasn't been able to. He's had to be involved in fight. Then he's just going to go down here. He prevents the Hex.
Oh,
But,
that
oh,
Ghost Scepter. Oh, but it runs off really
Abyssal
fast.
Blade.
Oh.
The
Oh,
Hex.
the Hex is probably not going to do it. Oh,
Somebody's
there we go.
cooking.
So now they can go for it.
Yeah,
Is
they
buyback
have high ground
available?
now.
Buyback is not available in Redondo, so I think Ricky should just move himself down mid and help push it out. I guess they have a little bit of time. Not so much. They kind of need to make this happen pretty soon. This is the best opportunity they've had in a while.
Yeah, I think it's time to go high ground for sure. This
have
tower's already
pretty
taking
good-
a little bit of damage.
They have a lot of building damage potential with the Magics and his 6,000 gold. Look at that, just plinking away at the tower. Big deeps.
That's pretty good.
Oh, they take down Paladin no problem. So that's going to be 3-on-5. This should definitely be a Rax.
Radiant's mid tower.
Sasquatch does get his combo of ultimate Shiva's off, and the silence comes out, and the Mirana
Oh,
ultimate.
they might get Leprechaun getting a little bit low, but they just
Oh, they're not.
too tanky and they force staff him away. Should be okay. Magic's
Radiant's mid rags.
goes for a shackle. They're getting a little bit annoyed by the wards, but actually, well, hey, the wards might be enough to save the racks here. The tower goes down. They can hold that for 20 seconds. They'll have both heroes back.
And I think they're going to. Lich, I didn't even see Lich go down there. I didn't know what happened to him.
Can get out of the base. Oh, and he DC'd. It
Oh, he
doesn't
DC'd
look
because
like they
his,
care.
his problem. Oh, Elihu's in trouble.
Skiller and Leprechaun.
the
Oh,
double
nice
shackle.
shackle at point blank, doing the work they need, taking out both of the standing cores.
Radiant's mid rags.
Yeah, buyback
Back
line.
immediately.
Sasquatch doesn't have it after finishing the Shiva's guard. Farkinator coming in, just really getting aggressive here.
There goes the Radiant's
Gotta
mid
make it
rags.
happen.
And he's not going to make it out.
And they're going to get Redondo here as well. Just icing on the
Radiant's
cake.
mid rags. Didn't make it.
Goes down. Elihu is there. She's right clicking hard. That's a lot of damage coming out. They're going to get a reset.
Elihu.
No problem. They might be able to get. Yep, they do get Ricky immediately, but Ricky.
My skill set is now.
He has enough money to buy TP, of course. Comes in. Gonna go for the Mirana here. Gonna get her. The Shackle only hits one, but that's gonna be CC dead. That's gonna be Elihu. Nope.
Hey,
Immediate buyback from the Silencer. TP's in. The Ricky's just like, okay.
Bury me with my
Because Ricky
praise.
has been very good at his positioning of his clouds this fight.
Yeah, apparently they run this every other game, so. Leprechaun X just hanging out with the creeps here.
Yeah, you gotta.
Actually, he's not taking any damage from them, so I guess he's just willing
Radiant's
to
bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right
let this
now.
happen. He's going to get... No, he dodged the arrow.
6 dodges. Them Ukes.
Showing off a little bit of style there. Just takes out the creeps.
He needs a heart.
One racks down.
He has 8,000 gold, but go buy a heart.
illusion.
What's with these guys just like not buying items?
Oh, nice combo. Leprechaun X might be in trouble right here. He's still really tanky, though. They're going to get in front of him. He's got the back now. They can... Oh, there he goes. Bonic Purge goes off, finishes off. Leprechaun X, he spent a little bit too long playing around the creeps in front of the bottom tower.
Could have had his heart, and now he's got nothing.
Well, he has his heart.
Oh, he doesn't, does he?
Well,
It's on the bird.
Oh.
He still has 4,000 gold.
Oh.
Also, Laughing Lizards, what the hell? Get a better courier.
So Laughing
What do
Lizards
they
now
have?
is at over a 10,000 gold experience, 1,200 actually, and over, oh my, over a 40,000 K XP experience.
40,000k, huh?
No,
That's quite a lot. Are they at level 100? I didn't know you could get to that.
they broke in Dota. It's the new patch.
That's the things just keep getting tougher for Team Clean.
Oh man.
I mean, at this point, they have to rely on just good movements. Get some nice ratting out of Redondo. Well, no, they're going to smoke up, see if they can get a pick off.
I'm gonna ping immediately on killer.
Bissellback's still down for a little bit. Skiller
So while
gets
this
away.
is happening, I heard you say Team Clean was having a hard time. You know what else has a hard time? grease, stain, and dirt when you're using Sasquatch soap.
Yeah.
And that's a word from our sponsors. Oh, Skiller. He's
too bad he's a
very
BKB.
nicely timed. BKB gets him out of that. Is there a gem up?
No.
Yeah,
Yes.
gem up on Nate Redondo. Nope,
Redondo.
no, it's on Shadow Demon.
Okay.
I was clicking really fast. I didn't click it. Yeah, gem up on Shadow Demon. They're like third.
Oh, Magic's is going bottom, and turns out that she can do a bit of damage. Oh, the big tree ultimate comes through, but it actually doesn't hit her before she gets out, so Magic's doing plenty of work down here.
Would Magic spend her gold on? We got a Demon Edge and a 5K. Oh, just spent 3K. It's going to be MKB, it looks like. Yes. And that'll be pretty good because Morana has now built a butterfly.
It also helps her siege from the low ground.
Not anymore.
Really?
Anymore.
Yeah, they took that out.
God damn it. I hate trying to keep up with patches.
Look at these mini bashes on Rosh. He just can't handle it. Rice cut down so fast.
Old Roche won't be coming
Right.
back.
Are they just
Nobody
gonna
is interested
leave those
in
there?
the items he drops.
Lich.
Lich getting the Aegis. And there's a cheese,
Double tree. Double cheese?
which
Just sell it. Just sell it. No, he sells his Vanguard. Just sell the cheese, man.
Sell what cheese?
You can sell
they can
the
do
cheese.
that. They should have given him the Aegis. They're gonna have to sell Vanguard. But yeah, they're just gonna team up and go bot, I guess.
I think LL feels confident that they're in the lead.
Yeah, I don't know how bad Wind Ranger really needs that blink at this point. They're not going to be
Well,
trying to.
not anymore, but it's given her a few fantastic shackle shots, which have won some fights.
I mean, at this point, I'd rather have the Aegis. She's got a little bit of a nest egg. She can buy back a blink later if it was that important. Arrow
the
comes
arrow
out.
hits Leprechaun X, which will do literally, not literally, almost literally nothing.
And they regions it all back. Hard OP, and they're going to pop the pipe and run in.
Yeah, this is going to be the lane number 2. But
Trouble
they get the
brewing.
Lich ult.
Bolt goes out,
Bounce,
getting some
bounce,
nice
Sasquatch.
bounces. They can't get
that's
away from each other.
Radiant's
The
bottom
Lich
tower's
ult is just
done
going
for.
between all these heroes. They're all grouped up the whole time. They did
Sasquatch
so
doesn't
much
do
damage.
very
On a roll.
Two down.
Radiant's bottom
There's
racks.
that.
It's hurting.
So much damage, but it's not
Have
gonna
fun
matter.
trying
They're
to
gonna take
bust
us
down
Another
radiant
arrow hits
structures
Leprechaun,
now.
which he doesn't care about. No, he might start carrying pretty soon. No,
Radiant's bottom racks.
He's still
the
got
Aegis is
it.
doing it off on the Lich. I never thought
Lich
I'd say
burns
that.
the Aegis. He's not going to get away because he's. Oh, he does get away with a Force Staff. He still has like no health.
Leprechaun
But
trying to do deeps here.
cheese. He's used by Leprechaun, turns this around. So after all that, not much of a difference.
Well, Wisp is going to die.
Yep. Well,
Oh, Hex on Leprechaun.
Yeah, the
Somebody's
Leprechaun was
picking
trying to help, but now he's in trouble. Let's see if they have enough disabled to bring him down. He's still pretty tanky with a heart and bristleback. He's just going to keep running. We have a Sprout coming up pretty soon. There goes the Sprout.
He's also pretty fast.
Send me quill.
Oh, and that's a gem.
100 seconds. They did get the melee. So that's 2 melees down and 1 range. That's pretty good. And they did not kill Ricky. That's the big thing. So Ricky's still... But, I mean, he's not going to farm anything else, right? He could buy another BKB.
What's it at? Yeah, it's at minimum duration. Although he has no gold. So... I don't know. This could be them... they might farm out buyback on Ricky before they do anything else.
I think they have to.
So, alright, buckle in, guys. Time for some farming.
Yeah. Chinese Dodo. Game 1. So, I mean, Clean really needed that. I mean, I think it's still LL's game to lose for sure. But, you know, they've got at least something going. Sasquatch, only 1,400 gold now. I wonder what his next item's going to be. Alright, so we see Magic's pushing him bottom, the same as he did last time, forcing Elihu and the rest of Clean to come back, which I think is exactly what he did, preventing the push while his team respawned. Bristleback is up in 5 seconds, and then they can just go again. I don't think they'll make the mistake of putting the Aegis on the Lich again. Why does my sound keep cutting out? This is strange.
I haven't noticed any problems.
Okay. So do you guys think there's any chance of Clean actually coming back into this game? What do you think it's going to take?
Yeah.
Well, Clean has to be doing a few things. All right, go on, Adam.
I was just going to say Nature's Prophet at this point is capable of taking a lane by himself if he's given this time and space. So I think they're absolutely still in it. They are heavily disadvantaged, though.
There's a couple things he could do. He could get a Desolator.
Uproot you.
He almost has enough gold, so if he grabs that and keeps the lanes pushed out. Because right now, the lanes are all on the arrow side of the map, which is not the situation they want to be in. They want to get all those lanes pushed in so that if Laughing Lizards want to commit to a lane, they have to let the other ones come in, and that is the opportunity Nature's Prophet can use to push in one of the other ones. Because right now, even if they win a fight, it's going to be hard for them to push. All the lanes are start pushed in. So
Although no one has buyback right now. I mean, well, that's not true. They have buyback on Bristle and Windrunner, but their buyback on Ricky is down by 500 or 600 gold. So these guys are not rich anymore. They spend all their money, and that's gonna help.
have you looked at the kill totals recently?
No.
20 for Skiller.
Oh wow.
I did not realize. Well, I knew he was doing a lot of work in the fights, but I didn't realize he had quite that many.
Yeah, that's a lot.
They're gonna go.
Right, they're gonna go in.
Radiant's top tower is taking hits.
Looks like Killer's just gonna jump in and try to do something. He gets purged immediately. Actually, the Lich Ult comes through again. It's a great Lich Ult. There's tons of people over the bounce, and
The
he gets the
Radiant lost the
bash
top
off on
tower.
Sasquatch. However, Sasquatch does get his ultimate off. That's really all he can do in these fights. Killer's taking a lot of damage. Is Wisp gonna have to relocate him out? That's the question.
So long
yes,
to the
we
Radiant's
should
top
relocate him out.
rags. The Radiant's top rags is gone now.
He's not gonna get him out at
No,
all.
they-
Redondo takes him down. That's going to be 1 for 1. 121 seconds on the Wisp, on Ricky. But they do get 2 racks for it.
No, Ricky does have buyback.
Yeah, that was really reckless from Ricky. He was just going in with no health. I guess he just figures, all right, I have the buyback. Let's make sure we get the racks. So I can buy back if they decide to push, but now we're in a really commanding advantage.
And after that,
All that's left is a range racks.
heist.
And this is not the best ever Mega Creeps fighting lineup.
No, they.
The Plague Wards are nice, but they do not do much against Mega Creeps. Silencer is horrible against Mega Creeps. Shadow Demon is horrible against Mega Creeps. I mean,
And I
Piranha would
think
even
that
be the
Clean has
best bet.
decided that now is the time. They have to force the buyback, at least. And this is their only time that they're going to have an advantage right now. They did pop the Silencer ult, so that's on cooldown for another 50 seconds. And Sasquatch's ult is back up, though. What's the cooldown on that with the Aegis? Only 60 seconds.
Actually, LL has all their cooldowns back. Lich ults come off cooldown, and nobody else has anything significant. So they'll be very ready to defend. 50 seconds till Ricky comes back, and even then he has buyback if things get too hairy. So... And Redondo getting bot pushed out the last... Oh, no, he's coming in for the fight. Things are happening.
Does it on
Leprechaun
two.
X taking a lot of
Cease's gonna
damage.
go immediately. Magix has
Magix.
to be up. Leprechaun just runs out there without a team. There's the Lich Ultimate again. Bounces
That's
on
4 in a
only
row.
3 bounces this time. Redondo's going to go down immediately. He's stuck to the tower. Leprechaun taking a lot of damage,
That's
but
4
again,
in a row.
Shadow
nice
Demon
shackle.
taking-
True that.
Sockets.
Well, they just gave away 3 for the Lich. They're going to keep pushing into the tower, but Ariza goes down despite using his BKB.
Tower could use a little help.
Magic's getting another one on the back end. He's going to keep plinking away. He doesn't have his ult available quite yet. They're going to catch him in there. He's not actually that tanky. They might get him.
Dyer's mid
Redondo
towers
doing
having
it. He gets him.
difficulties.
But the Ricky's back.
Yeah, and unfortunately Redondo used his buyback already, so he's down. What buybacks are available?
Ricky